Northeast Tasmania has interesting historical connections with the Chinese. Students at Scottsdale High School used to visit the well-known Chinese monument and oven in the Marina Cemetery as part of the Social Sciences course in grade 7.
Keep going.
As well, they visited the Chinese mining settlement of Garibaldi, hidden in the bush behind Pioneer. Here, the area was cleared and mapped, showing the Garibaldi water race and Chinese pig oven.
It's all been travelled down for us. Normally it's fairly hard to find this. Right, just stand back a bit so we can have a look at it when we get that on the video. Take a picture of this. You need to get back further.
Wait, step back. You gotta take a picture.
You've had that camera all day.
Yeah, you never get no one.
Right, come in people, come right in.
Yeah, he was going off
So you
the
can talk about it?
camera,
Yeah,
video camera.
oh, the boys always
Done.
do that.
How do you use it?
No, I was born up here. I suppose I'm going to die here, I suppose. I'm bloody 79 now.
What year were you born in, Bill?
1923.
1923. Just before.
Local resident Billy Seen recounted his knowledge of Garibaldi, where he was born.
Right.
Yeah, I'm only going to show you where it was when we got up here.
Yeah.
And the Joss House,
Right.
well, Wellborough, they got it from here,
Yeah.
just over the bank there. That's where it was built. It was built up here, you see,
Right.
over in there. But it was built, but it went to Wellborough from here in days, and they had a big market garden there, you know. And there was 3 of them here, old R. Pow and R. Loy, and you know, that's what their names was. And they had this market garden, and they used to about twice a week, they'd go down to Pioneer. He'd have a bag, this is how he'd be, how would you put it, like that,
Yeah.
and a big basket on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to do that twice a week. By God, that's good workers, no doubt about that. Yeah. That's what they'd done.
When District Forester Sean Blake discovered a Chinese mining hut site, Scottsdale High School students were invited to help in the archaeological dig, unearthing many Chinese artefacts. In recent times, interest in the little-known Chinese Joss House at Branxholm has triggered a search for its site and information about its history. Initially, we walked round the site, searching for any clues to the exact location of the Joss House and the Chinese miner's hut. We knew from a 1980 study that a number of features were seen here in the 1920s. A miner's hut, water race, Joss House, and traces of pottery and glass. One of our first tasks was to map the area using our phone GPS and measuring tapes. By laying out a series of straight line legs and measuring distances, we started constructing a map of the area. 17 metres, and then you keep on going. On this leg of the survey, we found an intact ink pot just lying on the ground.
Yep.
We needed to establish map recognisable reference points, so headed downhill to a
Are you
nearby
tracking
creek
this at all?
to get a fix.
Does it match up with the creek on the map?
Yeah, it does.
Good.
Only about 4 foot away from the creek at the moment.
Yep, that's good.
Initially using GPS and metal detectors, we are mapping the area and uncovering relics of the history of the site. Some of our early discoveries included broken pickheads, shovels, and a mysterious shaft-like object. After our survey, we returned to searching for artefacts with a metal detector.
What is it? Nail.
Yeah,
Oh well.
got a funny end on it.
Yeah.
After interviewing Doug Beswick, and with the help of local Trevor Smith, we are gradually building up a picture of the history of this site.
Right. Well, that would suggest that that's part of a building, wouldn't it?
That would. Something might have been on this end.
Like a chisel thing.
Yeah, yeah. No wonder it was yelling its head off.
So that was...
That site there is the site of a building that was there. There's nails in circular all around it. And there's a horseshoe just over there, which would be just outside the hut door.
Mm-hmm.
In that area there, without a doubt. And this piece I found right in the middle there, would be the top of a grate off a wood stove.
Right. Oh, right,
The
yep.
horseshoe and a bridge spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Which would be just outside where the hut was. See, they're all, which is a bit more than nailing palings down.
Yeah, that'd be a main...
That's for framework,
yeah.
Timber framework.
Well, I suppose when he dismantled the Joss House, oh, what's that? Just a bit of cast iron metal.
Oh, the end of a pick, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, broken off.
Yeah.
After a number of trips to the site, a map was drawn showing where each artefact was found and the possible location of the Joss House. It was hard to explain the number and diverse nature of the artefacts found in this small part of the site, though we do know that a number of Chinese miners lived in this general area. Some of the artefacts were clearly related to mining, such as shovel blades, but others, like this ink pot, were not. We found many pieces of cast iron. This item was later identified as possibly an axle and hub from a wheelbarrow. The spokes and rim had gone. A significant find were these pieces of corrugated iron, because we know the Joss House had a corrugated iron roof. It was built by Armoy in 1906, with some materials purchased from Scottsdale. We found signs of what we assumed was an old logging track before heading off to a new area that had some interesting finds.
1931 shilling, is it?
Yeah. Hang on.
Here Roger unearthed a 1931 shilling and a tiny awl. In moving to a new area, we discovered a small water race, which had been confirmed in an earlier eyewitness account. It matched up with a 1930s mining lease map that showed it was owned by William R. Moy, son of the builder of the Joss House.
Oh, right.
Placed. There's the teapot and the nail I just found in there.
Crossing the water race led to another area rich in artefacts.
Oh, there's the bricks, yeah.
There's the bricks.
So this could be the hut. This could be a hut site.
Various cooking articles, files, shards of glass and pottery, and what would look like the hearthstones and a pile of bricks stacked up in a row. On a later visit, we found another cast iron pot in the same place. Another curious artefact found here had us puzzled until an internet search revealed that it was a tool for setting teeth on a saw. We now move to explore the edges of the site. It was obvious that others had been here before us, as artefacts had been placed on tree stumps. After our initial survey, we returned to searching for artefacts with metal detectors.
Ah, look at this. what we've got here.
Man.
I think it's a coin.
What sort?
One with a hole in it. Not sure what it is.
These coins or tokens were thought to be used in gambling and in games. What's it? Is it a handle off something, or is it?
I'd say it's a handle off probably a small cup, maybe. You just turn it over.
It's got a kind of design on it, doesn't it?
Very decorative.
Further on we found another strange artefact, a large thick piece of cast iron. Maybe it was a piece of some sort of camp oven that Doug Beswick had seen many years ago. On the edge of the clearing we found a long iron hook, but we're not sure what it was used for. Turning and heading south, we came across more axe heads and pieces of broken bottles. Probably one of the most important discoveries was found near some pieces of iron related to mining.
Think about it. So that's that metal thing there, whatever they are. Is that a wedge?
No,
Is that a wedge?
it's heavy.
It's not a wedge though, is it?
No, that's been broken off, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it is.
What's the other thing? Is that just a bit of flat metal? Tin. Yeah.
What initially looked like a pile of stones later revealed to be the remains of a pig oven or chimney.
It's still well rounded as it goes
Yeah,
around.
yeah, that's definitely is a pig oven construction. I can't think of what else it might be. It's definitely not a house foundation.
A tree had grown up
Just
along
around,
one
isn't
side of the oven, and the front had been destroyed by another fallen tree.
So it definitely,
Well, I reckon that's pretty deep.
It definitely goes round in a.
The arrangement of granite stones was exactly like the Garibaldi and other Chinese ovens we had seen. We now move to one of the best sites for artefacts. Near a tree stump, surrounded by boulders, were numerous relics of a Chinese camp, once occupied, we think, by RU. Pieces of iron pots, pieces of metal and bottles.
There's the Latin longs.
Right.
This stump had been mapped by Helen Vivian in the
Tree
1980s.
stump with pottery.
On and around the tree stump were numerous items, pottery shards and glass. Around the stump area were numerous pieces of bottles and pottery. With the iron pots nearby, this might have been near RU's hut. Also close by were files and more iron hooks. Moving on, we came across discarded broken spade blades and more broken bottles. Moving to the eastern end of the site, on a boulder were found more pieces of axe heads and pickaxes. On On a
What do you
later
think
trip,
this is?
Rod found an
I
old
think it's a
padlock,
padlock, one of the early
but we
day
don't know
padlocks.
what they would have locked up
I've
out
not
here.
seen one like this one before.
That's fairly substantial in size.
What would they lock up here, I wonder?
Returning towards our starting point, we found a metal frame of unknown use. Pushing on, we recrossed the Armoy water race and found more pottery shards before reaching our starting point. After our many visits recording what and where we found, I compiled a number of collages to illustrate our discoveries. This is a significant heritage site that reminds us of our links to the Chinese and our mining history. Fortunately, this site has been little damaged by recent forestry operations, unlike those in the Cascade Valley where we'll be going next. Though we made many discoveries, there are still many questions about the Branxholm Joss House that are unanswered. Maybe later archaeological investigation will tell us more.